storm's getting worse. Our exploratory diving bell
Yes, gave the money. He's here in Barry.
Wong and his assistant Mary Nelson, and that is
Our computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific. We'll start searching that area immediately.
Konnichiwa. こんばんは。私の名前マークです。いらっしゃいませ。
Or in other words, greetings and salutations, Sledgelords, ladies and gender fluid friends of any persuasion. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Gamer's Edge. I'm one of your hosts, Mark, and joining me in the lower left, well, right there, it's Shank the Noob. Hi, Shank.
Hello.
And hello, Monday. Welcome in. Thank you for checking in, my man. I hope your day has been going well.
What's up, Monday? Thanks for coming.
What'd you have to eat today? What'd you do today? Give us all the deets. Sorry you're the last one didn't play because it was on the starting screen and we don't have any blurb sounds on that one. But yes, it is well, technically it's Wednesday, but it was Tuesday until just a few minutes ago. And we got a lot of stuff done today.
Oh my god, man. It was a busy day.
We went to a bunch of, well, we started with breakfast, then we went to a bunch of game stores, then we went to casino, and then we went to dinner, and then we came back, and then I had to work, actually, which is why this is so late tonight.
Yeah.
But I doubt any of the normal crew are actually awake or around.
Oh yeah, I don't imagine many people will be here, but at least, yeah, like not the normal crowd.
Yeah. So, yeah, other than that, gearing up for TwitchCon. Today we didn't do anything regarding TwitchCon at all. Really?
God, I don't even think we talked about it much. Well, I mean, when we were at the casino, I actually talked with the bartender about Omega Mart, and she didn't really have the the wisdom of like you and Daniel telling me not to look anything up. So she let slip a little bit, just kind of a little bit about the experience, but she didn't get like super specific. It was just kind of like, yeah, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that and blah blah blah, and you know, it's a supermarket. And I was like, yeah, I know that much. So it was kind of cool to just bump into somebody that was like, oh hey, yeah, I've heard of that, by the way, it's something I really really like. And yeah, I'm excited to see what TwitchCon is going to bring, but after the amount of money that I spent today.
So Battlestate Games, the developer behind Escape from Tarkov, is the sponsor for the party. So
wow,
I didn't realize that. They gave us an email today about it. So it is from 7 to 11, which is 4 hours, and that's not going to be enough to do all the things you want to do during this thing.
Awesome.
Just telling you now. I'm super stoked that Nova is doing this with us.
Yeah.
He has a sharp mind, and I have done it. I have finished it and gone above and beyond the finishing of it. So I probably can remember the high points of it, but to be honest, I have slept since then, and it has been like 2 years since I did it.
Yeah.
So
Things might have changed.
I doubt it's changed much because of the nature of it. I doubt it's changed much, but there is a new part of the installation that was being teased when we went through that should now be open. So I am looking forward to that because I've never seen what's behind that thing.
Okay.
But I will say that our first job after getting the $3 card is to then spend some time in the supermarket. We have to go around with eyes and ears open and observe things. And that's all I will say. I remember the basic flow of what it is. I don't remember necessarily all the solutions to all the different things, so we will have to figure some stuff out. But I can tell you that if I do get stuck, I have every picture I took last time on my phone because I documented everything. You know how
you're carrying around the cheat codes to Omega Mart in your phone.
You know how you have some role-playing game people, like not characters, but the actual people themselves,
players, yeah,
that record everything.
Yeah,
that's me. And as soon as I realized this was a game, I started documenting everything. And then when we were done with it the first time, I went online and started comparing notes with other people who had documented everything and found even more things. And then when Daniel came back and we did it again, we found even more things, and I documented all those. So I have a lot of stuff on my phone. It's a short form.
So you've been to Omega Mart twice now?
Yeah, this is correct.
Okay.
And I could have easily still spent another 5 hours there. That's after spending probably a total of 8 hours there. It took us 5 to beat it the first time. I think we'll be able to do it in 4.
Okay.
But you won't have seen everything you'll want to have seen, is the short form.
But I mean, if I don't know about it.
But you'll know about it. I don't want to say what this card is or does that they give us, but it will make more sense once we are actually there and in.
Okay.
What I'm most worried about is that they actually limit the number of people in the store at any given time. So I am worried. I want to arrive there as close to 7 to get in as quickly as possible, to get into there as quickly as possible, so we don't have to wait till like a 7:30 slot or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that we may want to leave a little bit early. So I'm just figuring we may want to just sacrifice any 6 p.m. kind of workshop that we were going to do at TwitchCon on Friday. It's gone. And we just... At 6, we head over there because parking is limited, so I'm also worried about that. And then we're ready to go.
And we'll just hang out over there until it starts.
Well, because they'll have everybody line up to get in at 7. They already have an extensive line system in place over there. Plus, there's some photos you'll want to take of some of the artwork structures that are outside of the Area 15. There's some really cool stuff in there.
Okay.
So that's going to happen on Friday. Parking's limited. They're encouraging ride sharing, blah, 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 blah. Well, we only have to bring our badges. This is the badge, by the way. This looks like this right here. Shank. It's right behind me.
Okay.
We'll need our IDs to get our wristbands. They'll have hosted food locations. Area 15 is a cashless venue. That's going to screw a lot of people up right there. Area 15 is a cashless venue, except for the card. You have to have $3 for the card.
For Omega Mart.
Yep. So that people are going to be SOL.
Well, that will probably curtail a lot of the line.
Well, no, the line is just to get into the store.
No, I mean, as far as like getting a slot in Omega Mart, there's going to be a lot of people
That's inside Omega Mart.
I know,
So
but they
it's-
don't know when that says cashless. They don't know they need $3 to experience Omega Mart.
Right. Well, you can do it without. I don't want to say too much. You can do it without the card, but the card. I just don't want to say anymore. That's a short form. But it will do. That will not deter the lines for people going into Omega Mart.
Yeah.
It will just mean that there will be people that will be leaving Omega Mart to go find $3 and come back.
Right.
So yeah, that's the short form. They'll give us 3 drink tickets to be used for alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages. Thank God. 2 stages with live DJ performances. Visit the A lot. Oh, A lot is interesting. If that's what I'm thinking it is, A lot is actually a separate building that I've never been into.
Oh, okay.
BK Light, Genabum, Find the Rabbit, and Vanessa Lopez official. Or go to the portal, which I'm not sure where the portal is, to see Tiger Mom Toy, GGPQ, and Namdosium Database, and Orso. Okay. So the bar and arcade is upstairs. What is happening? What just happened? What just happened?
Oh my God.
J-Cuppy reign of 16 billion people.
Copyright boys, copyright boys.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Copyright boys.
Hello and welcome if it's your first time here. We're Gamers Ledge. We're a group of 11 different editors and contributors.
Copyright boys.
We watch, read, and play just about everything pop culture related in order to help people wisely spend their hard-earned discretionary income. And then we stream our recommendations here on our channel. This character right here, that man with the Photoshop face, that is a J Cuppy. He's rated the channel with 16
Cuppy.
viewers.
Finally
you're live after me. Yeah, it's because we've done a lot today.
Oh my God.
So much. But since it's the first time that I can think of that J Cuppy's rated me, we have to do the raid video. Anytime
Of
anybody
course,
kicks
yeah.
down the door showing us love, we have a raid video that showcases our unique sense of humor. So please to enjoy that right now. We'll do that right now. And hopefully Nicolas Cage will not co-opt my raid video. Because he's been doing it. He was doing it all last night. Super annoying. I mean, he's already super annoying, but then trying to take over my raid video, no bueno. But let's hit that raid video right now. Let's go.
I like to sing,
Yeah.
pretend,
Okay.
and I like to have
Fun. Hi.
On you.
Gamers Ledge.
Man, it has been so long since I've been able to see this feels strong now.
Let's go over here. Just you and me.
Just you and me?
I just wanted to say,
Wow. Can we do more kazoo? Kazoo!
you're my special friend.
Raiders, you're our special friend. J-Cuppy, you're a rock star. Thank you so much for the raid. We hope everybody has a great time here. Raid video out. Get out of here, Nicolas Cage. Eventually.
Thank you again for the raid, J Cuppy. Nicolas Cage tried to co-opt the raid video again. I don't know why he does that. He's just a jerk. We were talking about the party for TwitchCon. I'm very sorry that you're not going to be able to come, J Cuppy. but we will think about you in spirit. And how was your stream, by the way? But also, let me make sure anybody that's watching, make sure you go follow Jay Cuppy. He is not a family-friendly streamer, but he is
Cuppy,
a
please
very,
party very
Hi,
hard.
I'm V.
very good streamer.
Is it just my hangover?
I'm V.
Hi, V.
Hi, I'm V.
Hi, V.
Who's this?
I'm V.
Hi, V.
V.
V. Hi. I like clips that
Cuppy,
really showcase
so-
the range of the streamer. That was phenomenal.
Cuppy. Clip archive. That clip.
Oh yeah, that clip was great. So we actually we were talking about the party because they sent me an email today. We're gonna get to go to Omega Mart, which is a super cool art installation / alternate reality game or augmented reality game. And I've been doing my best not to say anything to spoil anything to Shank. But it's something that I'm very excited about. It was one of the most fun things I've done in the city so far. And Daniel absolutely loves it. And we're already talking, they don't just have this one. There's actually 3 more throughout the United States, and we want to go do those too.
Do you know where those are?
There is one in Colorado, one in Texas, and I don't remember where the third one is. Off top.
Colorado, Texas.
I want to say it's like a western state for the third one. I don't think it's California, though. But that's something that we're doing, and we were kind of looking through all the rest of this. They're going to open up the Asylum Bar and Arcade, the dueling axes, so we could throw axes if we wanted to. So that's the Illuminarium. I've never been in there, actually, so I don't know what's in that because it's a separate thing. Omega Mart, Oz Ride. They have... how do I explain this? Monorail. What do you call it? Like when you're ziplining, monorail ziplining. It's not a zip line; it's a monorail, but it's the same thing. You either sit or fly,
Like Superman.
like
it?
Superman it.
Yeah.
Around the inside of the place. They have a bar that is made of LEDs. It's a forest made of LEDs, which is pretty badass. It's actually Lexi's favorite place to go get a drink in the city. But yes, we're going to spend all of our time in Omega Mart. That's probably going to be the gist of it. So no backpacks. And yeah, that's it. So it's sold out.
Copy.
So yeah.
Did you get that whole weekend pass thing?
Yeah, the whole weekend pass and the party. Both of us did, and then no Novocaine. I don't know if you know Nova or not, but he got the party pass as well, so he's going to be going with us, and we're going to be doing Omega Mart together. I don't think anybody else I know got the party pass, so I think it's just going to be us 3 as a group doing it.
Okay.
If I'll be pleasantly surprised if somebody else shows up, because it's actually kind of more fun with a little bit larger group, but 3 is good too. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
But today,
Copy.
Okay,
Dude,
good,
I
good,
love
good,
Nova
good.
the Test my guy.
yeah, he's my guy too. In fact, last year we went to every single
Copy.
thing
I
tomorrow.
heard it was actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it was not bad. Well, I mean, this year they jacked the 1-day tickets way up, so that it was like 160 or something for a 1-day ticket, or it was 220 for all 3 days. Because I think what they've been seeing is that people have just been buying 1-day tickets, going 1 day and then leaving. So they jacked the 1-day prices this year to try and get people to buy the 3-day tickets.
Those are probably people like me that would like go through the exhibition and then pretty much be done with it.
Now, see, the thing about it is that the workshops are actually useful.
Right.
And nobody like gives those a second time a day. But then when you get there, because there's 60,000 people there, or 30,000 people, or however many it is, all the workshops will be full.
Yeah.
And so we'll have to queue up early for some of those as well. But usually, like, they end a couple minutes early so you can get to the next one or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So that's something else we need to do. But today was nuts. Today we did anything but TwitchCon. We went to... we have top-notch game stores here in Vegas. Like, the best game stores I've ever seen.
They need to be copied and pasted across the country.
Yeah, and so when we're talking about gaming stores, we're talking about stuff that has, like, not only collectible card games like Magic the Gathering, but Warhammer 40K. It's got Star Wars Imperial Armada. It
had Imperial Assault, Armada, X-Wing.
It's got all kinds of role-playing games, like tabletop role-playing game books. And
so I actually picked up a couple. I'm a big horror enthusiast. And
you did say horror. Yes.
I did.
Okay, just making sure.
Put your proper ears on, Mark. This is a family show.
I know. That's why I was clarifying.
So I'm actually a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft. And,
you have to hold it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is a rule book that I found today for a game called The Old Gods of Appalachia. And it is based on a horror podcast, apparently, of the same name. And what I find...
Archive. Yo, that's sick.
What I find interesting is some of the changes to the discussions at the beginning. This is actually a cipher engine game, which I think is the same as Numenera, isn't it?
Yep.
And there are actually things in here that I have never once seen in a horror tabletop game. Right at the beginning, it actually has an entire section on consent. And it explains that specifically because this is a horror setting. I won't go through all of this because there are some very disturbing topics on this list. But basically what they have included at the back is a consent checklist for you to afford to your customers, or not your customers, to your players. I'm trying to be back at work now. Your players get an option to look through that consent list, and they can either green light it, which just says, yep, let's go. Let's get as disturbing and disgusting as possible. There is the red light, which is just hardline, no, don't even bring it up. And then there's the yellow light, which says, like, maybe it happens off camera, or maybe it's a fade to black with an implied outcome, things like that, which... I do make consent jokes a lot on the stream, just as a product of things I've experienced. But in a gaming setting, it's not necessarily always like critical or central to the theme. But I was asked at one point, like, what is your absolute no-go? And I told them, and they respected that. And due to the nature of this rule book, I really haven't read much into it yet, but it is already unsettling. Like,
nice.
Just the little flavor paragraphs that you read and stuff. It's like, it's a setting where people go about a long established tradition of behavior. What are we doing? Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
And you have to understand that something truly horrific is happening underneath the surface. And I think that's, Call of Cthulhu is another setting I really like, and they're very similar. Mark actually picked up probably one of my favorite acquisitions of the day. There's a lot of people out there that complain about their jobs, but not a lot of them have enough perspective. So...
Copyright boys, copyright.
Welcome in, Violet.
Yeah,
No, you're not late.
Totally not late, Violet. Welcome in. And I've been listening to my coworkers just generally talk about life and how life is just like kind of kicking them, or something like that. And I saw this thing, and I told Mark I'm going to take it back home and hang it up on the wall at work.
I think it's hilarious. Violet, welcome in. We're happy to have you here.
Violet Knights.
And you're right on time. I don't know who told you that you were late, because you're totally not late. You're right on time. You're here when you are meant to be here. And welcome in. The questions for the day are: number one,
Violet Knights.
are you a streamer? If
Violet
so,
Knights.
we'll get you shout
Thank
out.
you.
Number 2, if you play video games, what's your favorite game of all time? And number 3, what'd you have to eat today? J Cuppy, same goes for you. For what did you have to eat today?
Tell us.
Violet Knights.
Inquiring
You are
minds
streamer.
want to know.
Kiva, are you streamer too? Because I'll give you a shout out as well. Go check
Doja
out our good
Master.
friend Violet Knight
Pasta.
here. What's up, Doja Master? How you doing, my man?
Doja Master.
Doja! What's
Once
up?
upon a time, in a quiet little town nestled
All
in the
playing
heart of
them?
a dense forest, there
Much
lived
love
a
for
young
lucky
girl
Elia.
named Emily, but everyone in the village knew her as Violet Knights. She earned this nickname because of her deep fascination with the mysterious creatures of the night, particularly the wolves that roam the woods.
That was her clip. I was like, where is my
What
TTS
happened
reading
to your
this from?
TTS,
Yeah,
bro?
no. I was like, where is my TTS reading this?
My God.
And always Doja Master. I will.
ChatGPT is smarter than we thought.
I have a
Violet Knights.
permalurk.
Game-wise, I
You are on permalurk. I always
Violet
have you up.
Knights.
Same with J Cuppy.
not the clip.
The clip was great. Gameways, I
Violet
suck at every
Knights.
game, but I really like Elden
Copy.
Ring. Nice. It was weaving a beautiful tale. That's why I was like, where is it coming from? Because I see it on no screens anywhere. But yes, that's awesome, Violet. J Cuppy, is Kiva also a streamer? But Doja Master is a streamer, so I'm going to give him a shout out. If you like
Doja.
trance music
I also like a Marie.
and dance music, then Doja Master is where you need to be. He spins from Hawaii.
He's not. Doja Master. Dino dance, Dino dance, Dino dance.
Violet, thank you for the follow. That is awesome.
That song, Tuluk
You are a
Tuluk,
rock
is
star.
that Tuluk Tuluk song is actually pretty catchy.
It is catchy.
It's an earworm, man.
I hope you like
Violet Knights.
Nicolas Cage
Bonk, that's so cool.
vomiting out your profile picture.
Nicolas Cage
He's gotten a lot of work done.
He has coughed up a lot of waifus,
Violet
man.
Let me
Knights.
tell you, yeah.
Obsessed.
It's no wonder his abs look so good on your pillow back there.
And Violet, not only did Nicolas Cage violently spew out your follow there for us, your follow went into a giant glass jar. And when I say it's a giant glass jar, I mean it is a giant glass jar. Ugh, there it is. It's like literally, it's larger than my head. It is a giant glass jar.
Violet Knights. Yeah.
Mark, that's
And we're gonna.
that's a pretty big jar.
It is a big jar. We're gonna do a poll every 3 months for something super cool out of it. And we've only the jar is like a third full, and we've only had the printer for 3 weeks.
There is one slip in there for the drawing that says that Mark has to do a hot tub stream in a red bikini.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
He just hasn't found it yet.
That's not true. But yes, Violet, when do you stream? By the way, we are a streamer-based community, which means that almost everybody here streams. Plus, there's 11 of us in our own team of streaming,
Violet
so
Knights.
you're more than
Or
welcome
the bikini
to
would have been great.
tell us about. This is a safe space. You're never going to get yelled at for telling about what your stream or what you got coming up. So please do that. J Cuppy, what'd you do on your stream tonight? How was everything? What did you play when I gave you the shout out? You're just chatting. No, that was Violet. Oh, hold on.
Just
Violet
chatting
Knights.
is a challenging
Oh, that is
game, man.
awesome.
Respect.
I love that SM. Doja Master. Dojam Ghost. Dojam Cat.
So,
Dojam
Doja,
Cat, Dojam Jacket,
just as an
Dojam
FYI.
Cat, Doja Cuppy.
Chatting and Little My Ears too.
Doja
Nice.
Master. Thethy 47 Pumpkin Thethy 47
Doja, this
Pumpkin, Thethy
message is
47
specifically
Pumpkin.
for you. Next September, I should be
Doja
out
Master.
on
O0.
Maui. So we'll have to sync up at some point. I'll let you know when it
Doja
gets
Master.
closer.
What?
I'll actually be out there for work for a conference. So
Doja Master. Raja.
raging at Little Nightmares 2 for many hours. I did watch for a while, J Cuppy, and it seemed like you were having great amounts of fun.
Little Nightmares
So I
is a
gotta stop.
horrifying concept.
Again, the best. It's almost like I feel like there's something in me that's been amputated because I appreciate like Dead Space 1, right?
Cuppy. Not true, I love that game. It is so fun and cool and easy.
Just like you, fun and cool and easy. I like Dead Space 1. I appreciated for the atmosphere and the tense nature of the atmosphere, but any jump scares, any of that stuff, it's just like I'm a dead person. It doesn't. By the time I realize that there's been a jump scare, it's already happened, and there's no reaction from me.
Cuppy, like the
I don't
puzzles
know.
just run so smoothly and everything makes sense.
I did like. So my favorite Dead Space is Dead Space 2. I love the setting. Hospitals, which is like the first half of the game, are just they're always unsettling. They're too sterile. You know, everything just feels unnatural, and then you add darkness and vulnerability and horrific monsters from beyond the veil of time and space, and it's not so much about the individual jump scares, it's just the constant pressure for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's good about building the tension. That's why I appreciate it.
And then each fight, like as the game went on, when you'd get into the big clusters where it was like tons of enemies, each one felt like it was a stepping stone away from the previous one. So it was a little more challenging or a little more like mechanical or technical.
Doja Master. Would be crazy if they did live-action Dead Space movie.
Yes, it would.
Doja, there was a movie that I saw in the theater that gave me extremely strong Dead Space vibes. If you kind of want to chase that rabbit outside of the particular Dead Space setting.
That involves fighting monsters, enemies, because I would rather just run away on my own.
And the question was, what's everyone's favorite horror game?
You might check out Pandorum, Doja, if you haven't seen it before.
So this is really hard for me because I don't really do horror because it does nothing for me. So I guess I would probably say like
Doja Master. Oh, Zero Ill, check it out.
either Parasite Eve or Silent Hill 2.
2, yeah. That's the big one for
And
most
again,
people.
it's not because
Doja Master. Dead by Daylight is good game.
you mean Dad by
Daylight.
Master. Oh man, Parasite Eve.
I mean, yeah, I think those are probably just for the atmosphere and the WTF is going on-ness of it.
Yeah.
I will say that one of the few jump scares that ever got me was in Resident Evil 1 when the dog burst through the window.
Came through the window.
That was
yeah.
one of the few that actually did get
good.
me. But pretty much since then, I'm dead inside. So
You know, I have been seeing there's a lot of people on YouTube that are playing Escape the Backrooms. Have you seen that?
I have seen it.
I'm not so sure I'm 100% sold on just the
Outlast is one of
Backrooms
the only
concept.
games that has gotten me with jump scares.
But just the idea of infinitely procedurally generated worlds is incredible to me.
I've played Outlast and I've watched people play Outlast, and that's an example of a game that I don't grok, I guess.
See, Violet, I'm a huge fan of Aliens, the movie series, and got the tattoo, seen all the movies, got the figures and all that stuff. But the game that I absolutely cannot play is Alien Isolation. And it's a similar concept to Outlast in that you are largely defenseless. And hide and seek with a lethal creature is not exactly my idea of fun.
A lethal creature?
A lethal creature. Where the hell is Meep? Oh no, wait a minute.
Yeah,
it's 1 in the morning.
Late for Meep.
So Outlast was like Jesus. I
Doja
watched
Master. Alien Isolation is epic.
It is, man. I tell you what, if you ever want to see somebody play it absolutely berserk, I watched a guy called Psycho Hypnotic that was so good at Alien Isolation that he started modding it to make it harder. He actually got it to the point, he modded it to where he had multiple aliens. They were hyper aggressive, and he even beat that, so he just went for the absurd, and he modded it so all of the aliens were pink.
That's insane.
It was absolutely bonkers.
You know it's insane when the aliens are pink.
Yes. I mean, you've probably ingested something at that point that maybe you shouldn't have, but
so somehow we started with what we were doing at gaming stores today, and then
I've always wanted to play that game, but I know I
think
would
we got sidetracked with something at some point.
So, Jacob, before I shift gears here, let me just tell you, if you ever want to see Alien Isolation at its pinnacle level of entertainment, you have to watch, I think it's like a 7-part series where Soviet Womble plays Alien Isolation at night alone. That is top tier Alien Isolation content. Yeah, so you were saying,
yeah, so
what we were doing
we
today.
have like the best game stores here, and it's everything from like D&D and other tabletop role. Like this one, the first store we went to today has probably the largest tabletop role-playing game selection I've ever seen. It's literally an entire wall of different things.
Oh, God,
It was bankers.
ILL watch it tonight in bed.
And so they have that, but then they also have all the Hero Clicks. They have all the Warhammer 40K. They have like tons of board games. They have D&D minis, statues, you name it. This store is huge. It's like I used to own a store, and I'd say that's probably twice as big as the store was.
yes,
Easily.
yeah.
And it's
If you
crazy.
doubled the width of 10th Penny,
Yeah,
that
you
would've-
had to
that
double
would've
the
been
width of
store.
it. Yeah. It was huge. Anyways,
And it was the thing that got me was walking in there. Mark had told me, he was like, there is a very large Kickstarter section, and he was not incorrect. However, the part that he failed to mention is that they weren't super diligent about having all of the Kickstarter stuff in one place. We kept finding it everywhere.
so that actually is something that they changed between the last time I was there and now, because back in that back right corner is where they used to have all the Kickstarter stuff, and now it looked like they started to move it over to where the
they started to
individual
kind of
games
blend it
were.
into the games. Yeah.
So that was a little strange, but yes, we kept finding it all the places. But more importantly, I got the two things that I was looking for, which I forgot I was looking for. I forgot they even came out. And that is the Doctor Who Bad Guys deck, Commander deck, and then the Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith Commander deck for Doctor Who for Magic the Gathering. So I'm super psyched about that. And Jimmy was nice enough to buy me the Bad Guys deck because I really wanted it for the Daleks and the Weeping Angels.
And thank you again for allowing me to stay with you while I'm down here.
Yeah, anytime, you know that.
Yeah,
Anytime.
it was a blast. I spent way too much goddamn money today. I have no shame and no regrets. I have no buyer's remorse. That's the part. That's how I know I did well, because I'm not sitting here going, I wonder if they have a return policy.
Yeah, no.
So,
And then after, and the wife bought a cookbook.
oh man, she
It
was
is,
over the moon about this
It is
cookbook.
The Witch's Feast, a kitchen grimoire cookbook, and she plans to make everything in this cookbook. So
cool, man.
yeah, it's gonna be. That's
Copy. OHHH, that S.
She was so so this store
They had a
is
whole
so big. They have a
section
whole
of
section
cookbooks.
just for cookbooks from games.
Like you just walk up. I think it was like Cyberpunk cookbook.
Yeah, a Final Fantasy cookbook.
Like,
I need some witchy
Critical
meals in my
Role
life.
cookbook. All of them. It's great. Yeah,
I need a Skyrim cookbook.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if they printed it, they had it in, in that section for sure. Because it was not a small section either. It was pretty big.
that was one of those stores that you walk into and you just know that you're gonna miss something.
Cuppy.
You're gonna
God, I
walk
wanna
right
go to
past
Vegas
it.
so badly, man. I hope TC is there again next year.
I hope so, because
Yeah,
if
we
it
hope so,
is,
too.
if it is, then you have a slot at the house, so you don't have to pay for a hotel.
I'd like to just keep a reservation on my
Yeah,
current,
I know you'll,
on my
you'll-
current accommodations.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
You'll have it. But
Yeah, man. Try
So
to come
we
hang
did
out.
that.
Try to come hang out with us next year, Jake Cuppy. We hope to see you there.
so that's Daniel's.
Oh, that's what I like to hear, Mal.
So the store we're talking about, that's Daniel's favorite store.
The big one.
The big one is
Okay.
Daniel's favorite.
Okay.
It's probably neck and neck for me. There's another one that we did not go to called Gaming Goat,
Yeah.
and it also has a lot of Kickstarter stuff, but it also has a lot of like D&D book alternate cover stuff and stuff like that. And it's
That was the one that you said was comparable, but it had a more varied inventory.
correct.
Okay.
But it's also smaller, but not by much.
There is one book that I'm still kind of keeping my eyes out for, and I can't remember the exact name for it, but it was like a supplement for nothing in particular. It was
Okay.
It was a supplement of Lovecraftian monsters, and it described them accurately from actual Lovecraftian manuscripts. And
I think
stuff.
that's for D&D. Actually,
Is it?
Yeah, because
It's kind of a white cover.
I'm pretty sure that's a
got
D&D book.
kind of-
actually.
kind of a
5e
gnarly
5e
creature
book,
on
yeah.
it.
Because I've flipped through it before.
Yeah, I looked at that one, and not knowing the engine, I was like, man, I could just extrapolate so much lore from this for really anything. I mean, I did get the one.
And so while he's pulling his book out, the other, oh yeah, that's the Vason one.
Yeah, so Free League is on my radar. You, I'm sure, know why. They made the Alien tabletop game, which, by the way, if you have not read through that is a banger of a book. And I picked up Colonial Marines. So Free League wrote, what did we say it was? Vason?
Vason, yeah.
And Vason is Nordic horror role-playing. And I was telling Mark earlier today that I was
now,
telling Lexi.
Nordic horror role playing is like, I'm scared, right? That's how you do that one.
I swear to God,
I roll.
I should
12.
go back and read the part in Old Gods of Appalachia where it says, if you can't do the accent without laughing, maybe the game isn't for you.
Yep, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
But I submitted my DNA some time ago to Ancestry, think of it what you will, but I discovered that I am Scandinavian, Eastern European, and Irish. And so as soon as I saw this, I was like, good God, I must. And it gives me a vibe just based on some of the art and stuff in here that it's almost Norse Lovecraft that they're going for.
Yep.
And that is two things that are very near and dear to me. So Vason, right?
Yeah, basically.
Vason. This is another one. If you're a fan of Free League, I would go check this out. I'm probably going to have a lot of fun with this.
And then
So.
we went to another game store, which is more of a pop culture store. So they've got T-shirts, they've got plushies, they've got video games and vintage video games, and then they also have
And pins.
and goblets and wallets and pocket watches.
They even had GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64, but it was modded so that you were playing the multiplayer with Mario characters.
I just want to know who Oddjob was swapped with. That's
Probably
really-
Toad.
Oh God.
He took off his
hat,
mushroom cap.
and threw it. Oh
and
God,
threw it
that'd
at
scar-
somebody.
That would scar children for
It
life.
was the ultimate. Was called the mushroom stamp.
Oh,
Tom
Jesus.
Fleshita Gaming. Much love, Mark. Smile.
Tom, what's up, Tom? How the hell have you been, my man? Happy Wednesday. I hope things have been good for you on YouTube. How How many subs are you up to over there, man? Welcome in. It's happy to see you. Tom is not a Twitch streamer, but he does play horror games and VR games on YouTube. So I will quickly try and find his channel on YouTube so I can link it in chat. Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. How are you doing, my dude? 318 subscribers. Awesome. Congratulations
Tom
on
Flesh Eater Gaming.
topping over
Buffering.
300.
Uh-oh. Buffering.
Buffering.
Uh-oh.
Try refreshing. Try refreshing. Also, paste. That is Tom's YouTube channel. If you want to give him a follow, or I'm sorry, it's a subscribe on YouTube. It's the same thing as a follow.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming started with 17.
I know you started with 17. You're up to 300 plus. That's awesome. But yes, so there's pretty much everything in this store, and they have like D&D minis that you can paint. They have HeroClix. They have walls of CCGs. Like there's a ton of CCG stuff.
So much stuff.
And
man.
then they have like all the video games. They've got Rock Band stuff. You name it, they have it. And we spent a hot minute there looking through stuff.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. Thank you, Mark. How you been, my friend?
So it's been a while, Tom. I actually 2 weeks before Christmas last year, I lost my job, and then my wife got laid off on New Year's. And so for 7 months, I had been looking for a job, and I'm currently doing some contract work with a German aerospace company, and they're thinking about taking me on full time, and I should find out next week, right after TwitchCon. TwitchCon's this weekend, and so we've got everybody coming in for that. Shank's here already, and yeah, it's going to be a crazy rest of this week. And I finish TwitchCon. We finish going out to eat probably around 9 on Sunday, and then I pick up my potential boss from Germany at 10 p.m. on Sunday, and then Monday I have to be down on the strip at 5 a.m. to meet up with him and go to this space conference on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's gonna be a week and a half.
I'm pretty much gonna have 2 days after TwitchCon where I've got nothing to do here.
Yes.
So,
but Lexi can help you get set up on her thing, and you can game or do whatever you want.
oh, okay, yeah, that'd be great. I get to wear the cat ear headphones too.
If you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, we've been hanging in there. We managed to struggle bus it through. And now the bills are getting paid again, which is a good thing, and we're doing all right. How about you, Tom? What's new and fantastical in your world? What game are you playing right now? Let us know all the things. We were just talking about the stuff we did today. And then after that, we went to the casino and played Pai Gow.
That was an experience. And I think I mentioned to you earlier today that my dad used to play Pai Gow.
Mm-hmm.
He was big into it. Never quite as big as he was into craps, but also he liked to throw dice occasionally. But he mentioned Pai Gow poker many times, and I just figured, yeah, okay, it's some like extra complicated
Uncanny AI.
version of like Texas
Support the
Hold'em.
stream with Uncanny Boost. Sponsor instant replays and hype alerts live on stream. Use this link to support.
But yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing that really sold it to me was just the idea of you lose your money slower.
Right. And that's the whole point. And let me tell you, we had a dealer who thought it was her job to obliterate us.
She was making sure that the house at
Holy
least broke even.
Crap, dude. And the funny part is they actually they swapped out dealers.
Yeah, they
And-
rotate.
And the guy that came in was super nice, super personable, talking to us, telling stories and everything. And we won every hand while he was there, or at least pushed, meaning we didn't lose anything.
Sure, yeah.
And then he was there for what seemed like 15 minutes. And then here she comes back again, and bam, just obliterated us.
Started mollywopping.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
Did you at least walk away even?
So the answer is I only spent the original $60 that I took. Because when I lost that, then my brother may have palmed me some chips. And that kept me in. And then we went up. And then as soon as she started obliterating me, I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I just handed him all the chips back. So I think he ended up about 40 down from what he handed me. So it was okay. But then Lexi won on Heidi. Again, she tilted it 4 times because every time she touches Heidi, it pays out for her. And she gave me that, and we actually ended up technically $40 for the day. So
that's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
I started with 60. By the time I walked away from the table, I was at 80. I went back and played Texas Tea and lost some money there. I went back and played Heidi, lost a little bit there, and just kind of fiddled around for a while. Then I came back up and started talking with the bartender, and they had those like multi-option machines. And as long as you're sitting there gambling, the drinks just keep coming
for free. Yeah.
And so I got a drink, and before I put my $20 in, and even before I got a chance to pick a game and start spinning, she comes over and she's just like strikes up this conversation, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, okay, I'm gonna lose this money or whatever. I'm just kind of letting it go down the machine, and at that point I was probably, I don't know, I was probably $40 down or something. And I started playing this slot, and it was literally like trickles, and then all of a sudden just the numbers on the screen got real big, and it went up to like $60 or something.
Hold down for me. Feel it's a better rod.
Pygao is is single deck, but is Hold'em on a boot?
I don't know.
I think Texas Hold'em's on a boot unless.
But yeah,
like
with Pygao, it's
situations.
single deck, and they have a thing that counts for the dealer, and then she just places the stuff in front of each person. And it feels like it's much easier to get a push so that you're not losing your money as quickly, except when that dealer was on tonight. No, you're not interrupting at all.
No, not at all.
You're never interrupting. That's the whole point, is we're talking. I'm not a huge gambler, to be honest. Blackjack is generally my thing, and I usually end up, but I also pocket my original money, right? So if I go in and I'm playing $20 on a table and I go up 20, then that money goes back into my pocket so that I at least have the money that I came in with.
Yeah.
And we don't go. The only time I live in Vegas, the only time we go to the casinos is when people are visiting us.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible to have a living and a life and gamble. It is, the house always wins, and that's a thing for a reason. I have gotten my fair share of walking out with money. Like the very first time I went to one of the casinos on the Strip, they had a Game of Thrones slot machine, and I hand paid out for $1,800, which is not a bad way to start. That was on New Year's Eve. So that was a good start to that year.
Hell yeah, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah, I know, right? But generally, we don't go, but when we do, we generally end up. Because even my brother was surprised, because Lexi always hits on Heidi, we stop if it's a cold machine. So if she plays 20 and loses 20 on it, and we have like $100 to play, then she will go to another machine and try that, and if she hits on that machine, she cashes out, we walk away.
My mom she developed early a habit of pop the slip, get the credits, and it's like if she doesn't even start seeing trickles within about 5 rolls, she just cashes out and like moves. She'll go somewhere else where she can't see the machine, so that if somebody else hits, she's just oblivious to it. But she paces all over the casino floor when she goes.
They had a Star Trek game, and it was super cool. And
they had an Aliens one for a while too, or at least up where I
never tilted.
Oh, really?
Never. I remember I got it to tilt once out of like 8 tries, 8 separate times I'd played it from people coming in and visiting. And when it tilted, I won like $30. It was like they were completely just paying for the license, and that was it. And it was
I had one. This was back when the Emerald Queen up in Washington was actually on an old steamboat. And I went out with my mom, and I was playing penny slots. In fact, I think I was playing Texas Tea, and playing penny slots. And I think at the time the maximum bet was 25 cents. And so I had like, I put like $20 in, and I'm like, that's going to get me a lot of spins. So I'm sitting there playing, and the way Texas Tea works is if you get 3 of the little oil derricks like on a score line, it takes you to a map of Texas, and you get to like put in individual oil derricks in like regions of the state, and then at randomly it'll pump oil out of those, and that turns into your bonus win. And this particular time I was playing max credits on a penny slot, and I hit a minor jackpot. It was like $250. And I always like that feeling, but for me it's like, okay, that was fun. I don't want to dig for the next one,
right?
Because my shovel will probably break.
Yeah. The first slot machine I ever actually enjoyed, I found in a Kansas City casino, and it was a slot machine called Stampede, and it was pretty much a normal slot, except it had the actual bandit arm, so you could pull the bandit arm.
Okay.
But the thing about it is it had all the normal things you'd find on the reels, except it also had a horseshoe. And if you got 3 horseshoes across, the machine spun until it won. And it would go. And it was the loudest freaking machine ever, because when you got the 3 horseshoes, it would go, "It's a stampede," and then the thing would start rumbling as it would go to do, and there was a light that was whipping around and stuff. It was like one of those things that was like, ooh, shiny, everything at once.
It's going off, and security's like,
yeah.
Oh no, he just won. Okay.
So yeah, so that was my favorite then, and then it cycled out probably about 10 years ago. I've seen it once, maybe since then, but yeah, Heidi and Wonder Woman are the 2 that I enjoy playing when I'm out now. Press Your Luck was pretty good for actually.
I saw that, and I'm just like, that took me back.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I loved Press Your Luck, man.
Dude, I remember watching the guy who figured out the system with the timing. I don't know if you ever saw those episodes.
I don't think I saw that one.
Some guy was smart enough to figure out what the pattern was for where the thing moved around.
Oh, he was like full-blown Rain Man.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, he was. And he played for 3 episodes worth. It was 1 episode, but it was 3 episodes worth of play. He walked out of there with something like, I don't know, $29,000 or something. Some ridiculous amount for the time.
Jesus.
Yeah. But, Tom, how are you doing, man? What have you been up to? What game are you excited about, if any? Let me know.
That's a
how's the Home Sweet Home going?
That is an appealingly disturbing profile picture he has on YouTube.
Tom, yeah, it's every time it comes up in my feed, I'm like, there's Tom.
Oh man.
So yeah. Oh man. So yeah, after we went to all the game stores and the casino, we went to a Japanese izakaya.
Oh no! Wait a minute. The weird place with the ice cream.
Oh, we went to Salt and Straw.
Salt and Straw.
Yes. So that's a San Francisco staple for ice cream, and the reason Jimmy's freaking out a little bit is because they had their special Halloween flavors up, and one of them was creepy crawly bugs.
218 avert. Is that Nicolas Cage?
It is Nicolas Cage, half nude in a banana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nicolas Cage Show,
Yes.
as hosted by Mark.
That's correct. Welcome in, Aver, 218 Aver. Welcome in. It's your first time here. We're Gamers Edge. We're a group of 11 different editors and contributors. We watch, read, and play just about everything pop culture related in order to help people wisely spend their hard-earned discretionary income. And then normally we
Tom
stream
Fletcher
our recommendations
gaming.
here on
I
the
was
channel.
wondering the same. LOL, Nicolas Cage
So,
sexy poster.
It's,
LOL.
it's not a poster. It's a pillow.
It's a pillow.
And so the deal with it is one of my regulars, one of our community members here in the chat, heard me say one time on stream, which has been said multiple times now after that, but I had only said it once on stream up until this point, that I actually hate Nicolas Cage. I hate him in every role he's in. I think he's a horrible actor.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. How much slobber
None.
is on that pillow?
No. There is slobber on it, but it's not human slobber. And that's the punchline, Tom. He'll get there.
Yeah. So I feel like Nicolas Cage plays the same person in every single.
Tom Flesh Eater
Oh,
Gaming.
he's in an ad. Let me know when you're out. Let me know when you're out. And then
He's sitting back there so serious, bro. It's
always.
like
He's mean mugging for the camera.
he's not quite Jeff Goldblum open shirted in Jurassic Park intense, but like he's flirting with it.
What he's doing, he's smelling his own armpit.
He is, man. He's just sitting there and he's just
218
like,
avert. Bro, they re-getting crazy with ads now. 2 minutes, bro, lol.
Jesus.
Sorry, guys. We'll finish the story when you're out. I just feel like I should be like. Bro.
218 avert. I wouldn't. Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. Okay,
Yeah,
lol, they relentless
sorry.
on Twitch.
Sorry about that. So I had said that I hate Nicolas Cage. I hate him as an actor. I don't hate many people. I really don't like him as an actor. And one of the main reasons is because I feel he's the same character in every role he plays. And that character is always someone that has just been smacked in the face with a fish. I said this on stream one time. Once. And about, 6 months later, we did a stream where I let chat spend my money, where they picked out things on Amazon and I had to buy them if they were selected to do so. And one of our regulars picked out that pillow and then a tiny fish pillow so that I could smack Nicolas Cage in the face with it, with the fish. And so that's actually why it lives back there. And then when we got the printer, I was like, well, it'd be funny.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. That's epic, lol.
Have you seen the printer, Tom? I don't think you have. If you've got, do you have 1,000 channel points? If so, choose the channel point redemption print waifu. It's 1,000 points, and then you'll get to see the Nicolas Cage printer, where it's basically Nicolas Cage violently hurling things out of his mouth. If you don't, I do.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. I'm up to 4.2k currently. Working on my shirt. I'm just going to buy one.
Well, all you got to do is check in a bunch more times and you're good to go. Let's see. I'll do it here. Where is it? Get waifu. Print waifu. There it is. So whenever anybody follows, subs, cheers, or joins. Oh, it's not.
You just printed and
I just
lied
printed
to
a
your,
wife
to your
for
followers.
nothing. Hold on. I'll get it here. Printer cam. I'll just turn it on so I can see where it's going. There it is. So there's the waifu that got printed out. Eventually, autofocus will get it.
Get your act together there, camera.
But yes, that is the Nicolas Cage printer now because of that. And so we have that. Anytime anybody follows, subs, cheers, raids, any of that stuff, it automatically triggers the Nicolas Cage printer.
218 avert. Long live Nicholas.
Exactly.
Yes, the fish need things to hit repeatedly.
Yes, it does. 218 Aver, are you a streamer? If so, what kind of games do you like to play? And if not, well, even if you are or you're not, if you like video games, what's your favorite video game of all time? For me, it's Chrono Trigger from the Super NES. What's your favorite of all time?
Well, considering it's the only game I ever got a tattoo for, it has to be Bloodborne.
I knew that answer already. But.
Oh yeah, that was one of those things that
not a streamer, but I play such a wide variety of games I can say.
That's fair. I mean, at this point, I'm 43. I've played thousands of games at this point.
Well, you may not be able to answer that one, but what did you have to eat tonight, Aver? And Tom, same for you. What did you eat?
Oh God, we never finished talking about the izakaya.
218 avert.
Granola bar. That is, granola's good.
Banger.
We went to a Japanese izakaya, which is basically a bar with sectioned off areas for you and your group. So
it's like a private-ish bar.
Yeah. It's not like full dividers.
Yeah.
But it's enough that, it's going to block noise and you're not going to see other people. And basically you sit at the bar and you drink and you order a bunch of food a la carte and
the menus are on the barriers, so aside from them being plexiglass, so you could still see the people sitting next to you, but instead they put all of their a la carte options on those panels.
Yep.
So that you still don't see the people, you just see all this delicious food.
Well, to be honest, it's not all up there. You still have to scan the QR code to get the menu to see all the stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is up on the walls.
And, excuse me. I melted some of Mark's palate.
Tom Gaming, M36 and been playing for 31 years. I'm having collard greens with ham hocks.
Collard greens with ham hocks sounds great. What's your favorite game of all time, Tom?
One with flesh eating.
It's possible. I'm just curious if it's going to end up being a VR game. Also, Tom, did you end up getting a MetaQuest 3? I really want the Apple Vision Pro, but it's not going to happen this year, sadly.
I don't think so either.
The suck part is I had enough money set aside.
Yeah.
I had enough set aside when they announced it, and then I had to use that for rent and food and living and no bueno.
It's ridiculous, man.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. That's a hard one.
Yeah, we only ask easy questions here, Tom.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
We never ask you to dig deep and think long and hard about anything.
But yeah, we ended up having gyudon and oyakodon, which is shredded beef with onions and egg over rice.
Oh, God.
Thank you for the Mudkip follow, 218 Aver. Here is your follow, right there. Oh, come on, there it is. America. Thank you for the follow. You are a rock star. Welcome to the community.
America.
You are going in the giant glass jar. We do a giveaway every 3 months for something super cool. and we are like 3 weeks into it, and the jar is already a third full.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm worried about that.
That's one of those times you're gonna have to dig deep. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a lot.
I'm gonna have to
lot of slips.
Completely
in that jar.
blindfold myself so that I have no way of. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what you might get is maybe we can find a good price on one of those roll cages.
Like for bingo balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Tom
just
gaming. I would have to say Dreams for PS4, PS5. It's a game that keeps on giving. Fun VR and flat experiences uploaded every day.
That is a great choice. That is a great choice. I keep waiting for them to do Fortnite VR, because once that's done, that's going to be on par with Dreams, especially with the new like Unreal Engine tools that they've released into the wild for people to make stuff for Fortnite. It's pretty nuts how large the array of homemade games and game types are. People are basically treating it like Dreams almost, and it's pretty crazy. But I really like Dreams too. I think that's an awesome VR and non-VR game. That's a great choice.
You know what my childhood favorite was?
What's that?
Did you ever play a game called River City Ransom?
No, but yes, I did.
Oh my god. I played that game so much, so long, so hard that I had my character's final code memorized. Like all 4 lines, like 10 or 12 characters per line. I could plug in the whole thing from memory.
Like my childhood favorite probably would be a toss-up between Arkanoid and Return to Dark Castle, which was a Mac game.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, because Mac Plus.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was back in the days you had the system disk, you put it in, then you spit that out, you put in the application disk, and then it needed to read something from the system, so that spit back out.
Yeah.
That was before hard drives and all that stuff. It was crazy. And then eventually we got 2 disk drives, so you could put the system disk in the Mac and then the application disk in the external. And
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. Unreal Engine 5 is wild. Amazing stuff coming with it and AI. It makes NPCs alive and interactable like never before.
Yeah, have you seen any of that stuff where they've started plugging AI into the NPCs in games? Oh man, it's like suddenly the priest that you're having a conversation with will not just sell you things, but he has a backstory and he may have additional details for your quest. It's crazy, some of the AI stuff they're doing. I agree, Tom. AI right now is like super interesting. I guess ChatGPT just got finally the vision component where you can upload like images and then ask it questions about it. All kinds of stuff like that. It's pretty crazy.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. The priest and the monk sitting
that's
by
exactly
the lake.
it.
Insane.
No, I should find that actually and let you see it. AI game NPC priest by the lake. Yeah, this guy right here. Here, I'll put it up on the screen.
Okay, we're recording. Brother Geppetto, can you tell our viewers on TikTok what all this is about?
Of course, my child. I am an artificial intelligence manifesting as an old Christian monk, and I'm here talking to this wonderful person.
Tom Flesh Eater Gaming. It will change gaming completely with immersive interactions.
To enable our conversation, allowing me to understand what the player is saying, and to give a voice to my thoughts.
Yeah, so now that AI is here, I wanted to experiment a bit with how to use ChatGPT-driven NPCs, especially in virtual reality. Brother Geppetto, can you tell us what special animation abilities you have?
I can control where I look. I can look at the lovely pond. Or I can look at the setting sun. Or I can look back at you. Is there anything specific you would like me to do?
Thanks. So you can ask ChatGPT to enter tags inside its reply, which you can then interpret as some kind of animation events. Brother Geppetto, for the end of the video, we are living in hard times. A lot of things are happening, both good and bad, and many people are anxious. Do you have any words of wisdom for us that can guide us and be more calm?
As the sun sets on this day, my child, let us reflect on the blessings we have received, the strength that comes from facing challenges, and the love that surrounds us even in uncertain times. Remember to trust in the Lord, for He is the rock that we can rely on, and to treat others with kindness, compassion, and understanding. No matter what happens, let us remain steadfast in our faith, hope, and love, and know that in the end, all will be well.
Thank you, Brother Geppetto. So there you have it, everybody. Be excellent to each other. Okay? See you in the next video. Bye.
That's kind of unsettling.
I think it's amazing, actually, because that's, you know, part of the problems for so many years in like JRPGs is you talk to the guy and it says the thistles in the wood.
Tom
and then you talk to him again.
Gaming.
The
So
thistles in the
wild.
wood.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
now this is gonna like actually give them.
I mean, you
a
could
voice.
ostensibly, like, as the technology develops, you could develop a friendship,
Mhm.
an ongoing dynamic between you and NPCs.
And I mean, so one of the things that I loved about Persona 4 Golden is the fact that by the time you ended the game, it really felt like those characters were your friends. And imagine if you could actually have conversations with them to draw you in even more based on a written framework that the authors had provided. And it's able to, but it's unique to each one of us as we play. That's super interesting.
And imagine, imagine how they could ultimately implement that into things like New Game Plus.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
like, what's the one that they did with the Stanley Parable where you don't log in for like 5 years?
Oh, I haven't played Stanley.
There's some kind of achievement where that you only get if you don't play the game for 5 years.
Tom Fleshita Gaming.
Or
It will
something
change
like
gaming
that.
when implemented.
Yeah.
No more 3-choice dialogue choices.
Yeah, man. Like,
Here,
imagine how some of those renegade moments would play out in Mass Effect.
So I've not seen this one, but this is from
what you're about to
earlier in
witness
the year.
is truly incredible. I've messed around with this for about 30 seconds and I am blown away. I never thought we would get to a point like this, and this is absolutely the future of video games and honestly kind of our society. This is Replica Studios' smart NPC for Unreal Engine. So this is a demo of this new technology running in the Unreal Engine City demo where you can speak to any AI on the street. You can actually walk up and talk to NPCs. So let's give this a go. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello. You need something from me?
No, I just wanted to say what's up. How's your day going?
Oh, my day has been alright. I'm just exploring the city today.
Oh, nice. Do you live here or just visiting on vacation? He looks very, very sad. He doesn't...
That's none of your business. Why do you ask?
Calm down, buddy. I'm just trying to make some new friends. I'm new here in the city and just exploring. He got really offended by that question for no reason. Sometimes it takes him a little bit of time to answer, but I mean, this is insane.
I apologize for my earlier tone. I'm also new to the city. Maybe we can explore together and become friends.
No way. Also, I do want to give credit to where I first saw this. It was a recommended video on YouTube from Jeff Favinano, so I'll link his video down in the description. Dang, dude, when's the last time you got a haircut?
I actually just got one last week. Maybe it wasn't good enough.
I mean, it's not really my taste, but I guess if it works for you.
Sad panda, bro.
Damn,
Yeah,
this
this
made
is
me feel
sad.
bad. Why is he so depressed?
What do you mean it's not your taste? Do I look bad? Maybe I should go get another one.
If I'm being real, I would consider it.
Hold on. Why do you think your opinion matters? I don't need your input on my appearance.
Enough about your haircut, bro. That's a nice green shirt you got on.
Thanks.
Okay.
I guess.
I was just hoping to have a friendly
It's just
chat
a
while we
shirt,
wait.
though. Nothing special.
This guy is
I'll
so
be honest,
sad.
it sounds like you're a little upset. Is there anything going on you need to talk about?
And you're just figuring that out now. Maybe it's because you keep commenting on things that aren't your business.
I feel bad, dude. We came up
It's
out
Bob
of nowhere, roasted him.
420.
Dude's having a bad
Bob
day.
four
and
lurk, it's Bob four
we didn't need to
dance,
do
it's Bob
that.
four
I'm
lurk.
always here if you need to talk.
I just don't appreciate strangers approaching me and critiquing my appearance.
Well, I'm sorry. That one was on me. I hope you have a nice day. How has he remembered this? This was like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago at this point. It's logging all of it and tying it back to the original conversation.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I guess.
And then he walks away when the conversation is done. I am just blown away by this. We've got a living, breathing city we can talk to. Let's try maybe some niceness. Wow, you look absolutely fantastic today.
I'm good.
Thanks.
Just
That's
waiting
kind of you
across
to
the
say.
street.
You from around here?
Why do you want to know? Mind your own business.
Goodness gracious, can I find somebody nice in this town? Hey, it's my first day here. Do you know why everyone's so depressed?
Well, New York City can be a tough place to live. There's a lot of pressure and stress that comes with the lifestyle here. But don't worry, there are also plenty of things to enjoy and be happy about in this city.
I love your outlook. What are you most grateful for in life? Dude, this is just unbelievable.
I'm grateful for my family and friends. They bring joy and meaning into my life, and I couldn't be more thankful for their presence.
Oh my gosh. What do you think the key to happiness is?
In my opinion, the key to happiness is finding balance in life. That means taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, while also pursuing your passions. And
I mean, you could get lost in this.
And
for
what are you
hours.
passionate about?
You could just sit here and just talk to the one guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for
now, once they actually program it in to
I really enjoy your
to maintain like extensive memory.
No, that's already done.
Well, like he said, you know, man, he's bringing up stuff from like 2-3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But like, what if you don't play a specific game for like 5 months? I want to see it where you come back and then it like extrapolates from the computer data, you know, like daytime metadata where it goes, wow, you haven't played for 6 months, and you come back and it's like, man, you've been gone a long time. Like, what's it been? 6 months now? Where have you been? What are you up to?
Well, I mean, only if like I would think everybody that he talked to again would forget who he was because it was a random stranger that walked up to him in the street 6 months ago. But
and obviously,
still.
you're going to have some kind of dump of track data over time, which they could mask behind like, oh man, my memory's not as good as it used to be or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's incredible that it's able to carry on a conversation that extensively on the fly. And I mean, there is some post-processing or some like editing and stuff in this. So
yeah.
I'm not really sure like what the time delay is on some of the responses.
It can be up to 30 seconds.
Okay, so it does still take a little time to generate a response.
But it's still not bad.
It's not
compared,
bad.
yeah.
Is it delayed based on complexity?
No, it's generally on. Well, I mean, it could be, but generally, it's the entire. It has to take your information,
And we're
process it.
Gaming is a positive in the aspect.
I agree. There's some interesting stuff happening. I want to see where it goes. And thank you for the lurk bubbles. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me get you bubbles. A shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, Tom. I'm excited for.
I lock my phone, I see Bobby's face. I open my phone in the stream playback is displayed. I see Bobby's face. Nice. Like cutie.
Bubbles. Good God.
Bubbles
All
plays
these
the
bullets,
Warzone.
I couldn't get a damn kill. Oh my god.
I'm kind of wary of AI as well, Tom, but in the gaming arena, I do think it is going to be a good thing. Personally, as far as just like the visuals, I'm really excited for Star Wars Outlaws. I just think that one's really good, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe they'll implement some of that AI into maybe just like key characters so that they can have deeper, more meaningful dialogues aside from just the game content.
I hope more that they use the AI on the Peel characters.
I'm going to step outside.
Honestly, we should go to bed. Because
you're not kidding.
Tom
It's
Fleshita
2
Gaming.
a.m.
Imagine a Star Wars where you can talk to the characters about the movie and game
Listen,
more.
when that happens, I will probably lose 3 to 5 of my 11 editors because they will never come back from the game.
Yep.
Because Matt alone would talk to them. Matt is our Star Wars lore keeper, and he knows some of the most obscure things humanly possible about Star Wars. And he would just disappear into the game and never come back. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Oh, you're freaking me out. I'm like, are you seeing a dog? What's going on over there?
I see nerds.
All the time.
They're everywhere. They don't know they're nerds.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We should raid out. It is that time. We need to go to bed. It's 2 a.m. We got stuff to do tomorrow.
I have got to get laundry done tomorrow. I asked Lexi if I could use the laundry machine.
Oh, Dank Panda's on, so we're going to raid Dank.
Oh, my God.
Raid Dank Panda. Thank you for joining us, everybody. As always, fun stream. Thank you for coming and hanging out. We're going to go ahead and
Tom
raid
Fleshita
over to
Gaming.
Dank Panda.
Nerd Metalhead Hippie here, lol, much love, Mark and Jim.
Hey, much
Smile.
love back at you, Tom. I'm really
Cheers,
happy to
homie.
see you.
Thanks,
Thanks
man.
for rolling through. I appreciate that very much. We will be back tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Pacific, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern for AEW Dynamite live reactions and reviews. We will not be doing Fortnite tomorrow night because directly after wrestling, we'll be going to go eat Hawaiian barbecue. And then all hell breaks loose on Thursday. More people start arriving. And then Friday is TwitchCon.
And then Friday.
People arriving early in the morning, people arriving late at night, and then Saturday and Sunday comes. So that's going to do it for us.
Tom Fleshita Gaming.
Give
for grilled pineapple.
Dank Panda some emotes to let her know you're there. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for joining me, Shank. Until next time, be excellent to each other, and of course, game on!
Game on!
Bye! See you tomorrow! Bye! 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 Bye!